Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Lab to Learn IT. In our last video, we installed the vCenter server in a VM on VMware Workstation successfully. In this video, we will create our Denver data center and add the ESXi hosts to their respective clusters. So let's get started. So as you know that I have the Edge browser installed and I already created my shortcuts on my favorite toolbar. So I'm going to click on vCSA shortcut for to access our vSphere web page. Once we click on that, we need to click on Launch vSphere Client HTML5, and we need to log on with our administrator and the vSphere local single sign-on domain, and give it the password that we configured. So once we log on, we see that there is no ESXi server added right now. We just have the vCenter server console visible. If we check the rest of the tabs, storage, there is nothing, nothing in networking, storage, VMs, or clusters. So this is where we are going to add our cluster. So let me right click on this node which says vcsa-starkindustries.com and click on new data center. I'm going to name my data center as Denver, Colorado, and in this data center I'm going to create two clusters. One is for production and one is for management. So let me add a new cluster. Uh, as you can see that when we click on new cluster, it gives us multiple choices like vSphere DRS, vSphere HA, and vSAN, but we're not worried about them right now. Let me just create two cluster servers for clusters here for our ESXi server. So for this one, I'm going to give the name as production 1, and another one I'm going to create for our management server, where we will have our management devices such as domain controllers, or in future we're going to install the SSM server as well in this environment. So let me hit enter, click on the new cluster, give it the name management. So let me give it mgmt, and so that just to make sure that it does not come in the it is not sorted above the production. So I'm going to add we just to make sure that it is sorted automatically in this GUI. So you can see that it is sorted automatically. Now we are at the step where we can add the host. As you can see, the basic look as per this quick start screen, you can see the second step is to add the host. So I'm going to right click on a cluster, click on add host, and here we can provide the FQDN of our ESXi servers. So the ESXi servers such as ESXi-1.starkindustries.com root and password. I give the credentials and I want to use the same credentials for rest of the servers. So I'm going to add ESXi 1, 2, 3 to the production cluster, and we'll be adding the ESXi server 4 to our management cluster. So let me click on next. As soon as we click on next, it prompts us with the certificate of those ESXi servers, and you can now you know that why did we create the hosted records in DNS, because now we are able to resolve the name in DNS, and we are able to hit the correct ESXi servers. So once we make a selection, we can click on OK, and then we need to click on next. We need to review and click on finish. So as soon as we click on finish, we see there are some red dots, but they will be automatically gone. And you see that when we add the server to the cluster, they are added in the maintenance mode, as you can see over here. Right now, these clusters, these ESXi servers have been added in the maintenance mode. So to get them out of the maintenance mode, we can right click on them, click on maintenance mode, select the maintenance mode from the menu, and then select exit maintenance mode. So once we hit exit maintenance mode, our ESXi server looks good. And as you select there, as you select the any of the ESXi server, you can see its configuration, its name, the model of the machine, the processor it has, how many logical processor it has, since how long it has been connected and uptime, and also see the available CPU, memory, and storage. If you select on the second node, you see the same kind of configuration, same kind of information on this panel. And now we will add the ESXi server 4 to our second cluster, the management cluster. So let me right click on it, add host, and here I'm going to provide the name ESXi-4.starkindustries.com. Let me make sure the spellings is correct. starkindustries.com, and root and the password, and click on next. So once I click on next, it will be added again in maintenance mode, and we need to get it out of the maintenance mode. So as you can see, it is added in maintenance mode, and now we can just go ahead and select the maintenance mode from the menu and click on exit maintenance mode. Once we select that, we see that it's now out of maintenance mode. You can go ahead, select any of this ESXi server and monitor the other node also. We will be monitoring the same in our future nuggets, but just as an initial review, you can go ahead and check the data store they have, the kind of update they have. One thing I'd like to do in this scenario is, I go to the data stores and rename the data stores so that we are able to identify individually which data store belongs to which ESXi server. Because if you go to the data store, you see it shows all data stores at data store 1, 2, 3, 4. But in order to recognize which data store belongs to which ESXi server, we need to right click on it and give it an appropriate name. So such as what I do, I select -0 because it's a local data store, so I mark it as local, and then I give the name of the ESXi server. So this data store belongs to ESXi 1. As you can see, it has been named correctly. Now let me go to the other one, right click on it, rename it, mark it as, and just need to change it to 2. So it should be renamed. It is renamed now. Right click on it, rename it, 0, 3, and now we're going to rename the last one. So now we have renamed the data store name. In our next video, we'll be adding a storage, a remote storage. We'll be configuring the distributed switch, adding another storage server so that we can start creating our VMs. Well, thank you for watching my videos. If you think I'm providing value, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And thank you again. Have a great day.